Very good evening, friends. This side Rahul Magan here as Group Chief Executive Officer, Treasury Consulting, and also a venture capitalist. Now, first of all, I have a very good news for you that we have made lots of changes in our TRFX Academy. And as I speak, probably by Thursday end, in another 2 to 3 days, we would be crossing at least 50 plus private and exclusive technical videos on our TRFX Academy. God is kind. Over the period of the time, we would definitely try to have around 1000 plus videos by December 2021, which would be covering almost all aspects of the financial markets. Almost all aspects of the financial market. Today, our investment banking desk is sharing a very brief video about three important clauses which are there in the world of financial markets and especially investment banking. Now, there is a very good thing which we have in the world of investment banking is that majority of the concepts pertaining to investment banking will never come in public domain. And unfortunately, the books which were or which are written, it is also not covering everything in detail. Now, on the screen, you can look at the top investment banks of the globe, one by one. And we also need to appreciate one fact very carefully that the investment banks making a lot of money, not because of their name, but because of their ability to create any kind of transaction. Yes, sometimes they bypass the law. That is also a reality. We have seen that many a times investment bank face many issues also in the history. Three important clauses that investment banks face. Now, why they face before I go to the three investment clauses is that sometimes investment bank do long-term positions with the counterparty. 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and in sometimes 20 years, sometimes 30 years positions. I don't know even what would be the scene after 30 years. I don't know. Maybe it's really difficult to project what would happen even after 5 years and forget what would happen after 30 years. But investment banks do. Financial market works on hopes, and this is an utter reality. Now, when investment banks do a long-term position, then they try to cover the maximum eventualities, and these eventualities are covered under three top clauses. Now, of course, investment bank takes many kind of positions. They take equity positions, they take FX positions, they take commodity positions, they take partial equity positions and all. They take many kind of position, but intelligent people, books and notes pretend that they only take equity position. That's wrong. They take almost all kind of positions, to be honest. In this, I would let you know that in this long-term equity swaps, which is also known as LTEX, long-term equity swaps, LTEX. Now, what are the different three important clauses that we need to understand? Thank you. In the world of investment banking, when an investment banker sign a contract with a client, or sometimes investment bank do their own interbank deals, the unfortunate fact of the life is that people believe that when it comes to the interbank, it is only in the foreign exchange market. This is highly unfortunate. Please understand that interbank is always it also applicable in investment banking as well. And this is called BCN, broker crossing networks. I don't know how many people understand broker crossing networks. But while one investment banker sign a deal with another investment banker, probably in the interbank or the kind of the deal with the clients, then We need to appreciate that these three clauses are really very essential. Number one is definitely the equity reset clause, equity amortization clause, and equity impairment clause. I know that 99% people heard all three first time. In fact, the last first time. Many people feel that there is no impairment in the equity. 99% books, media, courses, degrees tell that there is no impairment in the equity. This is absolutely incorrect. There is impairment in the equity. If you really wish to be an investment banker in your life, you need to study things from a very different angle. All the three clauses, which is equity reset clause, equity amortization clause, and equity impairment clause. These are very, very, very important clauses. And of course, there are many more clauses which we have, to be honest. The details are only to our investment banking desk. Have a great time ahead. Thank you.